Hello. Let me get over to the comments. Hey, everybody. Let's see. See, Electra had to go to bed. She's listening. Hey, Mona Lisa. I'll see Trisha. It's good to see you. Hey, Kathy. The language of horses. I love that. Rock this girl. It's been a long time. Hope you're okay. Hey, Catherine. Did you waste your coffee? Hey, Fixie. Who else? Hey, Nicole B. Stargazer Mom. Liz H. Always forget that. So I had a bunch of things to talk about again because I save all these screenshots. But something happened just a few minutes ago, not a few minutes ago, earlier today. And hey, Yaya. Hey, Virgo. Teresa. So Betty's filing, she totally blames her copyright strikes on Queen and says that Queen somehow got to this girl, or SF investigates. There's a screenshot, but you really can't see it. And they conspired to take her channel down. So I'll go over here and see. Now, first I want to go over, this is what I had planned to show before that happened. I'm not sure how long I'll be awake. Polar Express. Okay. Hi, Annie. So I'm going to go ahead and play what I was going to play to begin with. And let's see. And I'm not feeling awesome tonight, so I'm going to try to move it along. Let's see. Is that it? Yes. Okay, so I was putting together just something else and started running across these clips of Bullhorn Betty. And I just found them interesting. If you look at them now, I think the first one was from March when, well, you'll see. I'll just go ahead and put them up here.
We investigate this stuff. We know how to get to the bottom of the truth. That's why our channel is so successful.
Let's see.
Who gives a shit? I could care less. I could literally care less if she choked. I could care less. Instead of coming here with some bull crap about Queen Bee, nobody gives a shit about her. She's a drug addict. She's a drug dealer and a drug manufacturer.
They were saying Bullhorn Betty's big mad, but they were on a tyrant.
Is that clear enough for you, Betty, when it comes to specificity?
A tyrant, totally, utterly triggered for literally hours. I walked them like the bitches they were. Half of your channels would be gone because you guys have some of the raunchiest, nastiest, foul mouths I have ever seen on the streets of YouTube. You sound so uneducated and so low class that it is unbelievable to me. Why did I not go on Queen Bee's channel? Let me tell you why. Because she's beneath me.
Because you weren't invited. That would be my guess. Hey, Running Bear, Miss Yannick. Hey, Annie. Hey, y'all. Y'all, Nana's not drunk. Devious on these streets. Hey. Hell's in the air. That's right, devious on these streets. Yeah, I just thought, how do you have the balls to continue? Titanium, hey, Running Bear, how to continue with the lawsuit when all this is so easy to access?
That's why. She's beneath me. And I'm not going to get her the...
Well put. Is she burning bridges? Well, I was going to say, yeah. Or were they never there? Here's the thing. Bullhorn, if you're watching, please pay attention. You are whatever kind of channel you want to be. I guess you're true crime, investigative, journalist, psychologist, what the fuck ever. I have never, ever said in this, my capacity here, that I'm a child advocate. I've never said I'm true crime. What, I don't know how, anybody know how Queen Bee, what does she describe her channel? She's just like she's not true crime. She's not drama, I guess. Hey, Keister Bunny. So your rules don't apply to us or many of the other people you go after. SF Investigates is mostly on Twitter. Why are you going over there? I know, because of the case. And your jealous ass. But we commentate, right, commentary. I do commentary, I do satire, I do clips, I do whatever I want to do. My channel. But you're trying to compare, like telling everybody to get off their ass and go out there and, stomp around or whatever you do, okay? We don't do that. Never have. Do you, and let everybody else do them. That's your problem, is you're comparing. We make commentary on lost cows, okay? Burnt Toast has always done that. You came along and presented new content. That's it. And you get way overworked.
Clout of my face on her channel. You want to come over here?
Right, open panel. That's right.
My neck of the woods, little girl. I'll
Audacity in the house.
take you on my channel. I'll take you on my channel. You want to come and meet me face to face? You come in my neck of the woods, babe. I'll put you on my channel. You want to have a conversation?
The way she's been acting today topped it off. I mean, going after a witness in Layla Santinello's disappearance, which I don't think it's been named a crime. A lot of adults disappear, and I don't know a lot about the case, but I think the mother, I forget her name, the mother was trying to get custody of the little girl. I think. I know, doesn't she sound tough, just like Dog the Bounty Hunter? So I don't know why she's going after this girl, but that's not, I don't know which profession does that. Yeah, I caught alive. Hey, Golden Feather. One big issue with Barney Five here is how she tells everyone else what we don't do, like we do anything to help our community. We're undereducated, etc. She has exactly twin thing. She has no idea what anybody does. She does, and other creators are doing this right now with, we're collecting toys or we're giving money, and y'all just want to, believe it or not, this is not everybody's life. People write checks, they send money, you can drop off toys in front of several stores. Yes, Dog is mostly polite. She compared herself one day to Dog's wife, and I just can't. His wife that died. I don't do names, as y'all well know.
I got the bigger platform. Little girl.
So what I was going to say, because of what's happened lately today, I mean, again, today just kind of topped it off. Don't they have that 5150 in Florida? I cannot help but believe that it's probably, allegedly, I'm guessing, has happened before with her. I wouldn't go looking for it. I'm not going to dig for it, but how Like, where would she fit in? The other thing, Bullhorn Betty, is you're unemployable. Like, this is what you can do. Just do it. But yeah, I think at this point, 302 in Pennsylvania, yeah. Yeah, right. Beth Chapman. Yeah. Yeah, Nana's not drunk. Her laugh is terrifying, and it's fake. Howdy, Slam RN. I haven't seen you in a while. Unemployable of her own making. That's correct. And imagine having to work with her. I've thought about this so many times because I have had psycho bosses and psycho employees. Neither one of them are good. And she takes the cake. I've never met anyone like Betty in person. Thank you, Jesus.
Girl. But I can't wait to see you soon.
You guys got to realize I'm a very smart cookie. But when you rock the boat a little bit and people are saying they're going to come over to your house and protest, it's funny how quickly we get laws passed so they can't.
I bet she has always been a nightmare to work with. Wish I could figure out how to highlight and play the video.
But hey, I'm a nobody here in the state of Florida. I didn't mind having.
I mean, I think she would, if you were in a creative, if you had a boss that had to turn in, say, marketing. I was in marketing for a little bit. If you had to do the creative part, because the bosses are never the ones that are creative. You turn it over to them. They go and take credit. Now, that happens, and they have a right to because you don't own it. You work for them. But she would, like, take the credit. She would describe to them how she came up with the idea from step one to finish, being like sitting next to her. I don't know. I think she would be such a nightmare. Oh, God. I had it clipped. Stargazer. I had it clipped where she was talking about, I don't know if I kept it in because this got really long, but somebody asked her about the law in Florida. And she gets this cocky grin and says, yep. And that had my picture on it. I think I even gave them the picture. She somehow manufactured the law because she didn't want people protesting in front of her house. And that's why that law came about. Keister, when someone is constantly trying to convince you that they are something or compare themselves to another, it is because they don't have the legitimate credibility otherwise. You know, I was surprised to see she had a paralegal degree. I know that Constance looked it up or called the Constance had found out like over a year ago that she did graduate. But if you read about that college back when she would be going there, remember I don't know if you saw Morbid's interview, she said she quit school like at 16 and she had her GED and was in college by 18. That college was sued and I believe fined because they were accepting diploma mill GEDs. I would bet money because Betty, it is too hard to believe you learned anything or you earned that paralegal degree. It's almost impossible to believe.
Have my picture on that. As a matter of fact, I think I provided that picture for that article. Not sure. Can't remember.
Oh,
I can't remember.
That's
but
it.
Yeah, I love my face being on that. It's my middle finger to everybody on YouTube that wants to come over here and protest in front of my house. Here's the deal. They don't even realize when they're being played and called out. Like I played every little one of them.
Did y'all hear that? That was about the law. I guess I left it in. Hey, Fairy Meadows.
They were the puppet to me being the puppet master. and you watch them lose their ever.
So here she's saying that she played Queen Bee and she was taunting her somehow, whatever she was doing, to make Queen Bee react. When Teresa, Annie, when the judge hands her ass in court and Queen Bee wins, she will be saying she's going to sue the judge. I'll bet my paycheck. Well, hopefully someone will present the judge with a copy of that. Hey, Kathy, a copy of the diploma she put up the other night, and maybe he'll be less giving towards her and her lack of ability to represent herself, because he needs to back off that.
Loving mind. When I go after somebody, it's not just about facts. I go on a psychological type of scenario. I put stuff out to make them act a certain way, to make sure I'm on the right track. When I started coming out with this,
it's like you have to laugh. You're like, and she's being serious, right? It's insane.
And how hot Queen Bee got. I knew right then I had the right docket. And that was pretty extensive. Not the one like me, where I have traffic citations in civil cases. Yeah, I don't think they understand what civil cases means. It means I sued someone.
So she's saying here, I don't remember when this was, I don't remember the date on it, but she's saying, and I didn't have time to go and find her record, all her mug shots, and everybody's seen it. She's saying it was all civil. All of it civil. Our traffic ticket.
Or I was sued.
Yes.
They're talking about my credit card thing. They're going to add that as another arrest, right? I'm being sued because of my ex-husband's Home Depot card, right? And it's funny because now they're going to add that as another arrest and tell people I was arrested 43 times because that is now on my docket and it's a civil case. They're idiots.
Okay. Scary face. Again, at least 11. Well, you know what? Let me see if I can find this real quick. No, I'm not going to find it. I listed all that were domestic violence, DUIs, the whole 9 yards. I mean, come on, Betty. Jesus. And most people won't look it up. They're just going with it.
They're idiots. Again,
and we'll
continue
matter.
to update you guys.
Here's the thing. This is why people put out her record, because she lies like this when people know better. Hey, crazy nurse. I mean, we know better, Betty. Your shit's been out since Twitter before laundry, or probably during laundry.
Once I confirm that if she's on welfare and hiding money from the federal government and yet again committing fraud, I will make sure that you guys are aware of that. Right now, this is in a investigative.
Keister, how long have you been watching Betty? Audacity just makes me laugh every time it's brought up. My ex left me with a Home Depot card too. I just haven't paid it. It ain't worth it. I hope KB investigates. How are you? I hope SF goes after her. Witness intimidation. She needs charges filed against her. Yeah, apparently when Betty gets charges filed, nothing happens. I mean, seriously. I do think she's got a felony, but the way it reads, it says felony on the docket, but then I do think she's got one from when she broke her probation on her DUI. But 11 domestic violence mugshots, Betty. Come on. Off and on since Hampergate. Well, yeah. She's a whole lot. And I mean, I've just never been able to figure it out. I just think it's some kind of mental something.
Stance. This is allegedly at this moment. This has not been confirmed. We are working. It is a developing story related to it, and I will keep you apprised of what does come out of that. But we definitely have enough people that steal money from the.
I think her luck runs out a lot. Y'all know I'm old, but I've known people in my life that I'm not going to say they were psychopaths, but they were definitely socially. You would know they like have a 2-year shelf life. Like they'll have friends for 2 years, and that's about how long it takes them to figure out, oh my God, you're psycho or whatever. And I think it's funny because it's about 2 years for her and JLR, maybe almost 3, but I think about 2, maybe almost 3. But I mean, when JLR thinks you're crazy, I think Dolly figured it out a long time ago, and I think MGL, maybe the first 5 minutes.
The federal government, we're definitely not going to have somebody that's able to take care of themselves with the thousands of dollars that they make on YouTube every month to be also conning the federal government.
She violated her adjudication. Well, she was on probation, right? Then she did everything that she wasn't supposed to do and was rearrested, including getting another DUI. But yeah, I think for this go round, her goose is cooked, and she'll just, start over again.
And stating that they can't work and can't make money to support themselves.
Yeah,
so that is fraud. That is fraud. Many people have gone to jail for fraud. And who do we know that went to jail for fraud?
Hold on to your hats, people. Hold on to your hats. Here we go. Okay.
Our beloved JLR, right? So they're doing and doing things no different than JLR. But JLR only got charged with 1 crime, and he had to do 10 years. Meanwhile, these people have been charged with God knows how many crimes, and they can sit there and talk about JLR. Well, he's got the cleanest record I've seen on YouTube so far.
Y'all need a minute? Okay, JLR. Wow, it was more than fraud. Not going to go into every detail, but since about 98, he's been in the system up until this day. So I don't know, Betty, but
quite frankly,
Betty too.
If you want me to be honest with you, he's literally got the cleanest record.
Shit about her.
Oops. She's talking about She's talking about JLR, crazy nurse.
I played every little one of them. They were sure I'm on the right track. Traffic citations in civil cases. Yeah, I don't think they understand what civil cases means.
It's worth
it means again. I sued someone or I was sued. They're talking about my credit card thing. They're going to add that as another arrest, right? I'm being sued because of my ex-husband's Home Depot card, right? And it's funny because now they're going to add that as another arrest and tell people I was arrested 43 times because that is now on my docket and it's a civil case. They're idiots.
Hey,
they're idiots. Again, we'll continue to update you guys once I confirm that if she's on welfare and hiding money from the federal government. And yet
she is still on probation. If the probation was for 5 years, like it said, and it began in 2019, there are 2 different documents out there with the probation. And the second one is where it begins in 2019. So he would still be on probation.
Again, committing fraud. I will make sure that you guys are aware of that. Right now, this is just in a investigative stance. This is allegedly at this moment. This has not been confirmed. We are working. It is a developing story related to it, and I will keep you apprised of what does come out of that. But we definitely have enough people that steal money from the federal government. We're definitely not going to have somebody that's able to take care of themselves with the thousands of dollars that they make on YouTube every month to be also conning the federal government. and stating that they can't work and can't make money to
Okay,
support.
Betty. I don't know who you think makes thousands a month on YouTube, but it's not Queen Bee.
themselves.
I don't
So
know.
that is fraud. That is fraud. Many people have gone
Oh,
to jail.
okay,
For
that's right. That's right. She was saying without knowing anything about Queen Bee, and this has been a while ago, maybe 5 months ago, I think. But now she's told us JLR is on some kind of disability. I think you can make 1,000 over. I could be incorrect, and you're within limits. JLR is getting more than 1,000 a month, I think. But so she gave him away, and then she was saying this about Queen Bee.
fraud. And who do we know that went to jail for fraud? Our beloved JLR, right? So they're doing and doing things no different than JLR. But JLR only got charged with one crime,
Oh my
and
God.
he had to do 10 years. Meanwhile,
Okay, we'll go with that because everybody has seen, and he also has a very long record. I say long. There's maybe 5 or however many charges on it. He had a felony in Chester County, like 97, 98. Got probation. He went to jail, got probation, and then skipped out on the probation. Was caught in Florida when he was doing the making credit cards and identity theft and wire fraud, blah, blah, blah. Got 10 years for that. So the 5 years that he didn't do before his 10 years stint in prison, that was added on when he got out after 10 years. So then he was on 5 years again. And that's when he went to Sandy Hook, violated the parole again, and then went to state prison for 3 years. So, and then now he's on probation because of the lawsuit he filed in someone else's name.
Meanwhile, these people have been charged with God knows how many crimes, and they can sit there and talk about JLR. Well, he's got the cleanest record I've seen on YouTube so far, quite frankly. If you want me to be honest with you,
Well,
he's literally got the cleanest record. I don't charge people
Right.
to go to BOC.
But the rest of the time, it's either been, well, it's been probation the rest of the time.
Meetings. I don't charge people for me to come and speak.
I'm still sitting on the fence, 50-50 with her and JLR friend. She has always been used by JLR. JLR wanted, and I'm not speaking for him, and of course, I might be Aunt Mary in the woods, you never know. But if you watch them every day, like I have for the past 2 years, JLR uses everyone in his life. You mean nothing to him. You're just to be used. It's his, that's right. And when they were out in front of the laundry house, and Olivia was out there with them, she was trying to do a documentary. Then he really starts performing. When he's waving the Bible and showing his gold cross, there's an interview with him where he says he's atheist. So, there's that. Then Betty's out there, and Betty kind of attaches herself. She was kind of his gopher, like, go do this, go do that, go ask this. And he was trying to get, like he's always done, his clout, trying to get his viral video. So you put them, then MGL shows up and she's a reality star, and boom, they land on YouTube. JLR continues to do crazy stuff. And then I think this is probably the longest. It's hard to tell if he's really going to stick with this or find something else to do. Who knows? She never mattered to him unless he needed her for something. I used to think she got him to do a lot, and I think he did if he enjoyed it. Okay, look, I keep getting this message. But he nobody means anything to him. She said that he domestic violence with his ex-girlfriend. I don't know which one she talked to, but not the ones that I knew about. He's just for JLR. He's not for anybody else. To have a sugar mama, ew. Like, I can't wrap my head around it.
Get their groups. I don't charge people when I have meetings with politicians.
Yeah, now suddenly she knows all about his past. Now she's learned that he is on probation because she says it. Now, this is in the past. But yeah, now she's going to spill everything. He will get her back. And he'll get her back like way behind the scenes. You watch. There's going to pop up some Twitter accounts and Facebook pages. There might be some YouTube videos. Just keep searching for hashtag Bullhorn Betty, and you'll see it come up because he will get her back. So I don't know who's worse. I don't know. She's certainly not the brains of the
politicians. I get that people only see me on here for 2 hours a day. It's because I'm not just.
Can you imagine Betty getting a sugar daddy? I mean, like, no.
Just a YouTuber. I really want change for the community and change for our children, and why other people, and that's why they hate me so much, because they can't do it. They don't know how to do it. All they can do is say, I don't know why people watch her. She doesn't even come with facts. She just pulls herself out of bed and goes online and she's a conspiracy theorist. Like, that's their justification for being pieces of shit. And their justifications are lies. They're absolute lies. And it's just, and it's because they think it. If they think it, it has to be true.
That was her best line so far. If they think it, it has to be true. That's her motto. If I think it, it's true. And she clicks her like big old boots together. Hey, Hillbilly Nitro. He's not helping her with the court case. Why? Like, anyone that thinks he can write a complaint, all of his were jokes. And he spent 10 years studying different cases. So he learned a lot, without having to pay for it. I don't know why he didn't just try to become a lawyer, but so he knows a lot more than she does about the law. But yeah, I don't even think he could really help her. I don't know what's going on. I would love to know what's going on with the uni case, but I always forget to look it up.
Queen Bee, if you're ready to stop talking about me, I'm ready to stop talking about you and your panel, because your panel has a lot of skeletons in their closet.
And here she is threatening. You know how now she's complaining, and I don't know who's doing it, but stop doing it. Someone's going after her mods, but she's okay. Yeah, y'all, Nana's not drunk. JLR, have you heard anything about the lawsuit? Electro, it doesn't go way before 2021. It doesn't go way before 2021, though, because he was in a relationship for, I can't give you dates, but they were doing like little Proud Boy things together, and the mask, anti-mask or whatever things together, going to school board meetings, but they didn't hang out and drink wine. Like, I don't think they've ever been that kind of friend. I mean, even with his, I'm not going to say, all of this over a 7-day suspension. Yeah. Because she hates to lose. What she did tonight was crazy.
Closet as well.
Today.
And people are going to be hot.
Oh, let me speed it up. I
when
never
I start investigating them and exposing them and their background. You may not like what's going on, and I don't care. This is me telling you, keep my name out of your mouth. If you want this, I will, trust me. This is the final warning.
Oh, okay.
This is the final warning. So we'll see. The problem is I know your name. I know where you live. Like, you can be served tomorrow.
I know where you live.
You literally can be served tomorrow. I don't have to go to a federal district court to try to unmask you and get subpoenas and have to provide all this evidence. And
she doesn't have to provide all this evidence. I don't know. She's talking about suing someone. I know where you live. I can serve you, online or through the mail or whatever. I don't have to have evidence. Okay.
Something going on in Georgia.
Oh, this was funny. This is why I clipped this.
Because I'm thinking about going out there. Thinking about going out there. And you know me in Georgia, we have a history. We have a history. I don't like bringing the shit show. I like just bringing Bullhorn Betty. But I always carry the pocket of shit show right in my back pocket, right? Because I might find it. I surely might find it. And there might not be, the protest might have to bleed over to Monday or Tuesday. But I never drive to Georgia without my bullhorn. Hey, Rick, I'm on my live. Can I call you right back? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, dumbass. Say someone's name. That was Rick Frazier, the guy that founded, he's I think he is the founder of Front Row Joe's. I mean, that took like 5 seconds. KB investigates. This woman is not political. And that guy is he seems like a really good guy. I think he's gone over like 100 Trump rallies or something, but he doesn't get out there and act like, I've never seen him get crazy. Like, he's not like Betty, and she's probably getting, I'm just saying this, I don't know for sure, but I'm kind of thinking that they probably are fed up with her antics, and what JLR is doing is separating himself from her, because JLR knows how to make it work for him. And I'll show you something in a minute about the white powder thing. But yeah, but listen how she talks about him.
All right, guys. Well, the president of an organization I'm affiliated with is calling me. So it looks like that is my cue to wind down. I need to go ahead. Apparently I got something I've got to be a part of with everything going on in this country. I'm pretty sure. We'll see if my schedule will change. If I have to jump on gear and go out to something as my obligations, I'm probably going to have to do that and put the true crime on the back burner. So let me call my president back. And
you know what's weird is I saw his Facebook, and please, no one do anything with this man. Don't bother him. He's an elderly man that is blessed to be able to travel everywhere, and he's not crazy. But his daughter died like maybe a week ago or two. And I'm thinking, I never heard her say anything. I could have missed it, but that was really sad. But yeah, he's okay. I'm not going to make it make sense, but okay. We'll just get to it in a minute.
And if I've got to go somewhere, I've got to go somewhere. So I usually don't get a call from him.
I don't think he's going to be. I don't know. I think JLR is going to make sure she's not. I don't even know if he's still part of the Front Row Joe's. There's a couple of like the Conservative Coffee Shop is one of his, I believe, sponsors. The guy. I can't remember his name, but it's on here.
So when the phone rings, it's like, uh-oh. That means they might be sending me somewhere.
Rail is going to be tomorrow. If you can't be in Fort Myers, go to Right Side Broadcasting. They're going to be on the boat with myself.
Oh, shit. Okay. So this guy is Cliff Gephardt, and he owns Conservative Coffee, and this is a public video. Anyone can go and find it by putting in Cliff Gephardt Opinionist. Pops right up for you. That December 8th, 2023, I don't know why that's there, because that's not the date. That's only today's date. So for some reason it's showing up. Anyway, she's going to run for office. Okay, crazy nurse. I'm going to do the AFA research. Anyway, so this is before, I think this was probably 2020. Y'all can correct me if you know anything about it. But Trump was running, and they did something called a Trumparilla 2020. Yeah. So you know how Betty has been just waylaid with the white powder for almost 2 years. That one clip played over and over and over and over. And JLR is just like, the worst he's really been blatant about was the White Lives Matter hat. I can't remember. And he does a lot of, he's done some racist shit. But I mean, as far as that coming out of his mouth, well, Betty, a long time ago on MGL's panel, held up that bottle of bleach that she has, the powdered bleach. And she goes, we were saying white powder. And she held up the powdered bleach. And of course, I'm laughing. Yeah, right. That's what you did. So then I found this last night. How I just went down a rabbit hole and found it. But it's kind of interesting. Okay. So this was during the same time her video was made.
Yeah, with Roger, with everybody. So go to Right Side Broadcasting tomorrow. Yeah, usual suspects.
So this is kind of a pre-party before the Trumparilla where they all go out on the boats and all that. So, okay.
White powder. White powder.
That's the guy that was behind her saying it in the infamous film with Betty. Actually, I think I put this on another video too. And we'll just skip it when we come. Roger Stone. There's a filing in an indictment that I cannot find where Roger Stone and Jonathan Lee Riches is mentioned as being part of some kind of group, but it says Jonathan Lee Riches has something to do with Antifa, which I don't know. I don't believe that at all. But here, listen very carefully. Shit, I didn't get all of it. Okay, it's in the other one. That's Jonathan saying white powder. Okay, that is what he's saying, is white powder. So okay, so when and then she said it again on Morbid's channel, and then she says, well, I can't hear, I'm deaf in one ear. But oh girl, I know all about Roger. I don't know all about him, but I know about that because he used to be friends with someone else. Okay, so JLR had to know. I mean, he's saying it here. I don't know which came first, but he could have helped her out, don't you think? By saying, yeah, it was, we were saying that. I mean, there was a black guy with them while they were saying it. I don't know if it's in this one or not. Let's go to this. No, okay, we don't need to watch another one with her. See if I can find it. Oh, okay, I'll address that in a minute. Okay. Let me go back over here. I'm sorry, I have to find it. Maybe it's on this one. Okay, did I put it on a completely different one? I don't think we need to see. Okay, so tonight, in case I can't imagine anyone missed this, but in case you did, here we go. Okay, see what y'all are saying real quick. You know, actually, I'm not going to do that either. They're saying powder because they're saying that like triggers people, and then they do videos, and then they're not. But he did. That guy, his name is oh God, like I'm never going to think of it. I might. The guy that was saying it, he did say white power. He did. I listened to it a million times. But if she thought he said powder like the other guys, I'm just saying there, JLR could have kind of helped her out with that because, you know, I don't know if she did or not. I mean, I don't know. I know that guy sitting behind her said white powder. He did not say white powder. But coincidentally, I came across this video and they're all saying white powder, including JLR sitting there. Like all of them were saying it. So I think at the time, maybe it was a Freudian slip for the other guy because he's always doing the okay with the up, the 3 fingers up. Hey, mother of 2 boys, I'm feeling a little better than when I first came on. I know, Electra, you keep saying that. Go to sleep. So tonight, do y'all know when she did these? I guess like at around 7 p.m. today. Andrew starts writing on, I'm assuming this is Twitter. I don't know. Yeah, it's on Twitter. So she starts writing to the girl that struck her channel for using her video that she's blaming on Queen Bee and conspiracy and all that shit. Well, I know she's drinking because you can tell by the way she's writing. Okay, what sense does white powder? Yeah, I know, Annie. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying he could have. You think they're friends? Like if they were saying that about him, had the roles been reversed, she would definitely have helped him out and told him and showed him and gotten witnesses and everything else. That guy doing, like, I don't believe every time somebody does the okay sign, they're fucking racist. But I think when you do it a certain way, like I'm showing you, can't you see? Like you do the okay and with the 3 fingers up just a certain way. Yeah, I think that's pretty much white power. She sent the first ones in the morning. Oh, she sent the first ones in. Well, this says 6:53. I may have missed the morning one. Okay, so are y'all reading this? Because can you see it? So I'm not here to say whether she is or she isn't. I'm just saying I found that interesting that when y'all talk about whether they're friends or not, he let her, knowing that was a saying, whether it's for whatever reason they're doing it, that he just let her eat it. Okay, so I don't know. Does that make it better? I'm going to go ahead and read. So Andrew writes to this girl. So what did you do with Layla? After she got a hot package, did you throw it out of the car and into a garbage can or on the side of the road? Where did you put her, Kiera? Same thing she did with Candace Wells. I called her out. I called out on her behavior a few days ago, and for some reason I'm not blocked. Yeah, she's stopped blocking people. I don't know why. Okay, I'm reading, sweetheart. Okay, I'm gonna read now. So she's saying, like, she's got some inside information about a hot package. I don't know what that means. Seems like you're trying to distract something from yourself, but that's okay. You don't need to reach out to me. And I just got screenshots, so you get the idea. You don't need to reach out to me anymore. I'll let law enforcement deal with you, and let me tell you, if I find out you did something to Layla, I'll be seeing you at the courthouse each and every time. Okay, Betty. So that was at 6:53. I just snapped these really quick. So, okay. So Kira, I got that backwards. So then Kira wrote to her, Dear Bullhorn Betty. Anybody got anything else to say before I go back? Hot package as in strong dope? Maybe. I don't know. That would be chocolate for me. I'm ready to face you in court. Don't waste your time on an injunction. You won't get it. Let's get straight to the point about copyright. It's about ownership, and I unequivocally own the video I recorded in my home. It was never posted online. I shared it privately with a few. Somebody's got some good writing skills here. Privately with a few individuals. Yet, great, everything. It ended up in your possession through Trish, facilitated by Jenn. Okay, let me try to. Anybody know who Trish is? Is that like a friend? Facilitated by Jenn. You've blatantly uploaded a video you obtained illegally, infringing on my copyright. This isn't a trivial matter. The only thing left to determine is the extent of damages. Well, girlfriend, I'm sorry to tell you, you got to have a lot of money to go that far. I know people are talking you into stuff. No, okay, this is Betty continued, I think. Your friend, what you did was wrong. Okay, this is Betty talking to her. I know people are talking you into stuff, but they are not your friend. What you did was wrong, and you need to remove those strikes. If they aren't removed within 3 business days, I'll be filing suit. Just like everybody. I'm already in a suit with another person. So please don't think I will drive there tomorrow to put an injunction against you filing malicious claims of copyright. What? Okay. I am already in suit with another person. So please don't think I will drive there tomorrow to put an injunction against you. Okay, whatever. So look, and however many days, depending on whether her counterclaim went through, it's coming down. This girl, she's not going to go to federal court in California and file. Okay, so sadly, that will go back up. Now, I think she might have legal remedy some other way, but I don't know how. Yeah, she was tipsy, Catherine. Like, yeah, I don't know what she meant, but she's so crazy. I am the only one out there in the woods looking for Layla. Oh, except law enforcement and, people like that. You're destroying a person for what? For what? Okay, no commas. Forget the commas. You are destroying a person for what? Because of P.I. and her dad, whom you don't even know or met. And I am working with Jenn, her mother, and you are trying to silence me. Seems like odd behavior. Please remove the strikes. Oh, she goes from demanding to please. And don't let them use you. You won't take my channel, but you will piss me off. You don't want me upset, especially if you're not cooperating with LE. Hey, kid. Ooh. I'm scared. By the way, just in your response, I know for a fact you are not Kiera. Again, no commas, nothing. You're somebody working on behalf of SF Investigates. Bert, comma, toast, comma. Bert, comma, toast, comma. And Queen Bee. And I'm going to prove it in a court of law. The real Kiera does, and I don't know if I got the rest of it. I love that though. Bert, B-E-R-T, toast. Yeah, girlfriend's fucked up. And I think alcohol has probably been a problem for a while. My strikes against you are going to stay where they are, Kiera tells Betty with periods and commas, regardless of how many times you try to harass me. If you don't think you're speaking to the real Kiera, come in the wrong place, then please just follow through with taking me to court. I'm sorry that you couldn't comprehend my last email. So I don't know. I don't know if Kiera, yeah, these are from today. I think the worst part of this is Betty blowing up her lawsuit. Getting drunk. Okay, this is where I had it. I was going to show, what was I going to show you? Yeah, see that, Celine. Is his name Celine, or it might be Dion, and I'm thinking Celine Dion. Oh, it was close. That's the whole, yeah, I had it back here. Okay, so. Oh my God, JLR. Oh, anyway, she needs a doctor. No, she needs to get off the damn alcohol. Really? That is what it is. I mean, we've all dealt with alcoholics, and if I think it goes hand in hand, mental illness. Yeah, Audacity. Adam Radonga owned what, 7-Elevens or something. Then he sold them, and he's like full time on the bus. He's one of the like flag waivers or whatever. Hey, Heels. Oh my God, her friend. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, Audacity. He was the other guy on her right, on our left. Why you? What are you asking me, Catherine? Yeah. Well, she's got pride. I don't know. That's a brain. It's like a puzzle that can't be figured out. I'm going to go here. Okay, so there was one other thing, because I'm petty, that I wanted to address. Again, because I'm petty. And let's watch the cute cat real quick. Oh, there's that guy. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Cute kitty. I thought that was cute. Okay. So I want to find okay. Let's see what's on this one. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I didn't go through that. Okay. Here. Okay, I reach out for a minute. Scary pig there. I know. Okay, so I'm reading from my phone. I'm going to go over here. She's taking others with her where? Hey, Red Rose. She owned a couple right by me. Oh, really? Then moved to North Carolina, bought a come and go. Is that, what kind of place is that? Come and go. She has committed perjury. How can she think? Oh, I don't. The judge is being awfully generous with her, and they always are with pro se, but, And why does she have to be a Trump? I didn't believe there were people, our Trump fans, as crazy as what I've seen with Betty and JLR. Like, they make people not want to admit they like Trump. She is using what happened to Turtle Boy. Wait, let me go over here. She goes down. She's taking others. Who's she going to take? She's going to try to take JLR, but okay. I don't know what she's going to do to him. The last filing, final straw. I mean, gosh, Stargazer, if you ever, you've seen trials with pro se litigants, and they just bend over backwards. That way they can't say they were unfair. Hi, Canine Rules. Because we're younger. I'm still wanting to know what the come and go is. Oops. I like, they're an embarrassment because, they're like everything you saw on like CNN that you thought was fake news, apparently, they were out there. And, I'll be honest with you. I was watching a video last night. I don't know if I have it still uploaded. And it was the last time Trump did a rally. And the song, that Lee Greenwood song, always makes me cry. Always. From the minute I heard it after 9/11, it always makes me cry. At least, if not just outright cry. It used to, whenever that first happened, I would just bawl. I'd see a flag and hear that song and I'd just bawl. And I think that song, all the people, there were so many people there. He walks up the ramp and then into this crowd. And it just feels like the last time people came together, whether it was for him or whatever. It just seems like, but I don't watch any of the political shit since 2020, but, and it was like, I don't know. I see it, yeah, proud. It just makes me cry just thinking about it. Evening, Glory. So I know that people, it's not even him. It's just the way, after 9/11, I can promise you, no one felt more patriotic, more like everyone in the country pulled together. I don't care who you were. I don't care what race you were. I don't care. It was just amazing and quiet. And then, I don't know what happened, but people like Betty, I think they're grifters naturally. I don't think JLR could give a shit. I think JLR, like a lot of the people that, grabbed onto Trump, they were just trying to, make a name for themselves. And it was so easy because, people were getting canceled that had anything to do with them and doxxed. And, well, what are you going to do to JLR? Nothing. You're going to dox him. So what? It was mostly criminals coming out of the woodwork that were even going to work for him because he couldn't get, I think now he could probably get a decent fight. In fact, I think if he were to run and if he were to win, or if he were to whatever, the Ramsey guy, I can never think of his first name because I don't watch it. But I think he would be his choice for vice president. I don't know why I think that. I saw a speech of his the other day, and it was pretty impressive, but I don't know anything about him. And we don't want to talk about politics. I'm just saying, it's people like that even Roger Stone and all those people were just, I couldn't stand them to begin with, you know? It's just sad. It's ridiculous. Vivek, right, Ramsey. I'm sad to say it, but I'm embarrassed how ridiculous Red Rose. Oh, let me find this. Oops, damn it. But I'm embarrassed how ridiculous, vulnerable, and stupid my country has become by the cultism. I guess they're not drooling over stupid Kardashian. Look, saying those people sitting in those stands, those people in those stands that night were desperate. People come from all over, all over, and they just want some semblance of normalcy. And I am pretty sure that's what clips passed by on my timeline from News Nation, and one popped up that was Biden, and they were asking about Hunter Biden. I guess he's been indicted again, and they asked if he had talked to. I remember reading about this years ago. If he had talked to any of the companies Biden, Hunter was dealing with, it just says it's a lie. It's just a lie, and just walked off. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, Red Rose, and that's the thing. I mean, I certainly the fuck didn't want Hillary. I did not want Hillary because it felt to me like, I mean, I think that's, again, try not to get too political, but I think Biden was someone that wouldn't say anything, ruffle any feathers, and kind of go along to get along. And just like what's happening now, you think they care if he gets indicted? Hell no. They don't care. They're not going to, I don't think they want to run him again. He served his purpose, and that's it. You know, I don't think they care. So, you know, it's a mess. And that's exactly why I think it's more camaraderie with people. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm such a, you know, I'm always for the underdog. And if I feel like it doesn't matter to me whether I like them or not, I hate seeing people being railroaded or lied about or humiliated and shamed. Doesn't matter to me. If it's a lie, it's a lie. Nothing will happen to him, Mona Lisa. Probably not, but I just don't think they care. I think he served his purpose. And, you know, Kamala, I don't believe BHB believes the way she says. I mean, I don't know. People have different beliefs. It's like at some point, you either were super far right or you were way left. No, not maybe so much way left, but because they didn't get categorized that much. But it was left, or like a lot of people said, they went so far left, they made them go right or whatever. Like, I'm politically homeless because I don't know what's coming up, you know. I mean, it's a fucking mess. You got one guy that, from what I understand, is way ahead in the polls. Like, he doesn't even have to debate. One that I've seen him talk a couple of times. It's not good. So I don't know. What are you going to do? It's just going to be a mess. If Trump were to get in again, it's going to be nothing but sheer hell for another 4 years. Yeah, I hate voting for the lesser of two evils, but Hillary, I don't know. She probably could have. I mean, could she have done better than Biden? I guess. I mean, I think it's a little late it's just gone to hell, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just gonna, I can tell you, makes me sad, but good luck, y'all. BHB wants to be looked upon as powerful, and she would feel powerful. Like, do you think Betty? Well, I don't know. JLR was behind Hillary at one of her rallies. Yeah, audacity. I just like, you act like you're a Muslim. A Muslim for Hillary is all. You're with that come and go again. Is it really KUM and go? Weird. I don't even know what I was saying because that name keeps getting me. But so Muslims for Trump. All JLR did was put a Muslims for Trump shirt on and was seated behind Hillary Clinton. Okay, so that's how. Like, if you were a black person and you wanted to, say, I saw this one guy on a video somewhere. It was too funny. And I can't say it because it said NIGGAS for Trump. And that guy was freaking hilarious. And he was out in the middle of the street. But I mean, it just, a lot of people, it's just so shameful the way they treated anyone. It's like calling black people tokens, and they wouldn't. Hey, Margot, they didn't take anyone serious, black that was running. No way. Or that wanted to run. They just, it was awful. I don't know. I'm so glad that shit's over, and for it to be another 4 years, Let me get that on the screen. Kind of laid back in my couch. So we did that. Is there anything else? Oh, I want to do this. Did I not? What are y'all watching right now? Let's do gossip. Yeah. Well, I don't want to do politics, but what I'm trying to say is, like, if Betty did a Trump channel, she would be in her element. That's what she needs to do is go and do a political Trump channel, and she'll do great. What are y'all watching on the screen right now? Because I can't tell. Share a screen. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Okay. So y'all probably know that myself and the jerks aren't best of friends or anything. So they decided to go over Betty whenever she came out about JLR. Are you watching my avatar right now? Really? Seriously? My avatar? You're done what, K9? I'm not a Republican. Okay, K9. Yeah, no, we're not bringing up Israel and all of that. So, good God, this is why. Okay, so not anymore. People. Okay. So, anyway, the jerks and I don't get along because of, y'all know it. So, they decided to cover Betty because, she mentioned me, I'm sure. Back to the shower. Did you get out of the shower just to say hi? Hey, girl. My avatar is gone. So now you see, okay.
The media.
All of them. When I heard the name.
Okay, here we go. Y'all see? Okay, so y'all see it now. Okay, here we go.
Magnolia Sims, I was instantly thinking, I know that name.
Okay. Is her name Pearl? This one? She's talking about Magnolia Sims. I sped it up for me. So I'm going to come down one. Because Pearl, she's so intelligent. She knows everything. Yeah, it's the jerks. So she decides, because Betty mentioned Magnolia Sims, And so she's going to talk about Magnolia Sims. I got the other.
And I checked all the news articles on Google. I was trying to search through news articles for her. Nothing was coming up. So I was thinking, why? Why do I know the name Magnolia Sims? And then later in the afternoon, it came to me. It's a pretty
It is
obscure
true.
thing if you're not actually somebody who's ever listened to many of the Monkees albums. It might be a niche market. I don't know.
Okay, so what she's saying is she can find anything on JLR's girlfriend, Magnolia Sims, or we don't know that that's his girlfriend. So she's searching the news articles and blah, 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 blah. And she finds the Monkees had a song called Magnolia Sims. Yes, Shavy for sure. And so she figured out that must be
I love
where
the
name came
Monkees
from.
unapologetically. And my sister was a huge fan, which is how I came
Okay.
to enjoy them so much. But
Anyway, so
on the birds, the
go ahead.
bees, and the monkeys. And that's where I know the name from. What was interesting was, of course, the verse in Magnolia Sims where it says, Magnolia
She
Sims.
has a Sims channel, for fuck's sake. She builds Sims things on her YouTube channel. Boom. Anyway, so, but she goes on to
is my
explain-
little doll. I
I
can't
know.
live without her. Which is, again, really freaky when you consider that.
Yeah.
So one of the things that JLR is most infamous for
Yes.
is the legal case on the smoking gun. During the case for him having broken his probation by turning up, pretending to be Adam Lanza's uncle, as seen in the below video, Richie's auto contained dolls. To which he'd affixed photos of Adam Lanza and the gunman's older brother, Ryan.
Did y'all
So
understand?
his channel manager is named after a famous song about a doll. And JLR's a big fan of the whole.
Y'all get it? This is the person. I don't have what? No, I don't, Shavy. Yeah, the research. Okay, so no. And JLR was not obsessed with dolls. He had the one that I never saw any other ones besides his friend that shot up a movie theater. Anyway, so I wanted to clear that up for you, Pearl.
Doll thing. The weird.
And to be fair, she wasn't married to the doll theory, but it was thrown out there.
There's just like levels to it. It's just levels and
I mean,
levels
how
and
hard
levels.
was it? It's like when they did research on me, they used the same kind of, like, how hard you had to go to the Wayback Machine to get deleted articles. Anyway, so, I mean, I put in Magnolia Sims, boom. She builds Sims.
Hey, I don't like heels in
And
the
I don't
air.
really think we should be discussing mods like that. Betty brought it up, but everybody's going to discuss it now. She's a very pretty woman, and I don't really get the feeling they're like a thing.
And you will know why. When she was building up to this whole sort of suggesting an older
she has
woman
a
thing,
channel. She has a channel, or maybe unless she took it down like in the last day. Hey, Forgotten Whisperers. Is it one you just did? Forgotten? Okay.
I was just waiting for it. It's not his Aunt Mary. I was just waiting for the next line to be, it's actually heels in the air.
Okay. She's kind of hard to understand, but she says when Betty started talking about an older woman, I just waited for it to be heels in the air. And so,
but he's trying to destroy me behind the scenes. And I'm not going to be quiet. And he threatened me if I came public that he was going to try to destroy me politically. I don't care at this point.
There's just a
because
little bit of this.
I truly believe that he was trying to push me over the edge as well. If you really want to know the truth about it, he's a very strategic man.
They're not really.
And he did a lot of stuff behind the scenes to me.
He knows my social security number.
It's great.
He knows my driver's license number.
Oh, shit. Yeah. So, okay, I got to get past this. These were some letters, and I was going to have a whole other thing with that. But, like some really bad emails that I got. And Betty was saying JLR was throwing her under the bus with backhanded things. And the emails mention her a lot, but I'm not going to do that tonight.
Expose her. That's all he wanted to do was expose her. And I don't think he could just come out with her name. So he was trying to backdoor everything, right? He was trying to leave crumbs.
She's talking about Mary
for people to find to lead back to her. So
no, she was talking about me there. Okay.
I mean, I'm not being disrespectful, but is there more going on there? Because it sure looks like I kept thinking, man, I think many of us thought so.
Many of you didn't. Nobody that I made just as well, actually more on everybody else than JLR. But I do this thing called research. And the thing with JLR, there's a whole field of rabbit holes out there. And I went down all of them.
Acting like a crazy ex-girlfriend.
Where does Heels in the Air
I can't stand when she says my name. Go ahead.
Fit into this older woman situation that you're talking about? Is there something that you know about them having met in some political sphere that you're not fully ready to spit out, Betty, but you've just inadvertently hinted at? Because I can't see how this connects to Heels in the Air at all. And yet you specifically just mentioned it as a reason why you think that there's a problem between Heels and JLR. I would love to know more about this.
And there you go. Seriously. No one does. But she, Pearl, and her band of merry whatevers, when they were doing my big outing, had accused me of having some kind of political, doing something with JLR. Now I'm Mary in the Woods and I'm a political ally of JLR. Who would with a brain, forgotten? But what this does is all Betty did that day is just put it all out there. Because all the subs their tentacles will go into all the chat rooms. A month from now, it's going to be like, oh yeah, you didn't know Heels and yes, my cabin, forgotten. Absolutely. So there was one other thing I think that I wanted to clear up because I'm petty.
Yeah, I almost didn't catch it because I was about to get it up until you just. Wow.
Yeah, she does. She's the big researcher, but whatever.
Not being an aunt and him running off to the woods with her several times a year. And so now you know that he obviously doesn't mind older ladies. And
the news site that was originally the news site that was tweeting about Heels and Zav Girl that made us wonder what the hell was going on.
Mm-hmm.
That news site is where she got her original media accreditation from.
Really? Pearl? Because that news site is called Your Content. And the media group doesn't exist. And you kind of figured that out yourself when you were doxing me. And you came across the media group, which there will be names always, all my life, that I won't remember. And the media site is one of them. JLR did not get, it's Nick the Hat. Remember you just did a video not long ago, kind of about Nick the Hat. Betty got her press pass off the internet from USA, something where you buy it and then they fired her. And I've never heard of a paper mill firing or whatever, firing someone before. Okay, so wrong.
As a representative of that news site, I wonder if he took it away. Because I'm not sure how she'd be able to claim to be a member of the press if she doesn't actually have a connection.
That's just because you don't follow her. You just decided to jump on the Betty train today. Don't worry about it.
Well,
to a news
in the United
organization.
Hey, Winnie the Pup.
In the United States.
Yeah, he was with that. Actually, has not been out of prison that long. He went to prison because of the news site that you cited for me. And that is really not even supposed to be in existence anymore because Nick the Hat wrote a bunch of fake news articles. That's your content. That's the one that JLR says he's the editor-in-chief or what. So anyway.
Anybody can be media. That's
discovered that it was a fake person. He travelled to Sandy Hook and pretended to be the uncle of the Sandy Hook shooter, Adam Lanza. He sued his own mum. And actually won. I mean, he did actually get some money out of that case.
No, he didn't. He didn't win against his other people. I've seen that. Are guilty. I don't know what they do. I never really paid attention to this group of people until all that shit came out and, whatever. So let me see. I'm going to stop sharing. What was the question? I don't know. They had a woman that was part of their group called Lolita or something. And I think she was not who she said she was. And so they are now, they're the jerks. I think they used to be circle jerks. JLR said Nick the Hat was his boss during prison escape coverage. Well, I guess if you can call him, if you read the court papers on that guy's case and the depositions from Nick the Hat's case, there will be no doubt in your mind someone's just not paying attention. You're just not paying attention. Yeah, but that media company, like 4 years ago, rented a space. But the name of it, somebody will tell me, because I promise you I can't remember. The media page is in jail. He was in prison. Pearl Perks is the jerks. They have a, I think. And there's, was this up the whole time? Y'all are so bad. So bad. Yes, I'm catty. When it comes to them, yeah. Self-named jerks. Yeah, I've been like, they just really weren't. Where's Alda? They grew up in the same, they both grew up in Pennsylvania. When JLR got out of prison the first time, that was, from what I read and understand, that's when Nick the Hat hired him. And because I guess they have to have some kind of employment. And so he's just used that. Like even while in prison, comes out, kept your job handy. You're the editor-in-chief. Who really thinks JLR would be the editor-in-chief of a big conglomerate news company? Was that 6 Up I heard? Yes, Mona Lisa. One and the same. So, 6 Up, I think, is now going to do coverage of Betty. And, I mean, the more the merrier, but you would think, why is Betty picking just on Queen Bee? You don't what, KB? Okay, y'all. I think Forgotten Whisperers, are you still here? Pearl she's not. And she's in the UK. I don't know. Maybe they have limited internet or whatever, but Magnolia Sims was like quickly. Okay, are you going to go on tonight? Catherine. The Dirks docs the creator when they started their channel and thinks no one remembers. Yes, they can thank me for 2,000 of their 2,800 subs. And maybe I'm not the first one, but that I remember they got 2,000. No, it wasn't what? Oh, you are. Okay. One more question. Tonight I am. Oh, not tonight. Girl, what am I supposed to do? Francie? What is that? UK has good internet, but I'm saying, are they do they limit certain, like I know trying to find people in the UK, you can forget about it. You know, like we can go on Been Verified and find information about US citizens, but not so much UK. I mean, you can dig and find something on anybody. Who has never been monetized? Who has never been monetized? Who? Just the receipts. Whatever happened to just the receipts? Is that who they? I'm reading like two different chats because I was looking like the way they do purple. Like, I mean, hits break some. I don't know. Maybe purple does them the same way. You have the nerve. This heart thing gets right in the way of every message. You have strict privacy laws. Yeah. See, that's the difference. But can you get something like Been Verified? Okay, Francie, I'm lost. Yes, it was her. Oh, Lolita was just the receipts. I'm not saying it doesn't have good internet. We are heavily censored in UK. We don't have access to people's backgrounds like in the US. Yeah, but some people sure as hell take advantage of that over here. And I'm talking about some people. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on because I was looking for just the receipts. I wish ours was. You should be. Yeah, I couldn't do like, I don't like being told what to do. I know. Okay, let's see. Canada and Australia. Do you think they're harsh rules though? Do you think they're like, in what way do you think they're harsh? Because but you know, like Facebook, people leave their friends open. That's where JLR, that's his go-to, which thank God Facebook's dying now. But, oh my Lord. And he had all kinds of tricks to find stuff on people. And he's done more than we'll ever know. He's done more damage than we will ever know. Sections after her. With criminal cases. You know, there was I remember following one years ago where some men had raped a young girl. They went to trial and there was no media allowed at all to even like print their name, I guess, until they were either found. I mean, if they were found not guilty, I don't suppose it would ever have been put out, but they couldn't, nothing about these guys could be put out. Oh, every update makes it harder. Used to do all these things out in the gym. Yeah, no, and like with Betty, her stuff is out there. She acts like people dox her every other day. Her stuff has been out there and out there. Her problem is when she starts lying to people and saying how horrible they are because they've got this past. But, hers is pretty bad. It's a lot harder. But yes, Facebook and any social media do certainly minimize. We also have harsher laws for bullying and cyber stalking. Yeah, well, that part's good. It's just so bad now that, and then, the internet's going to catch up. The laws will catch up. And then I think it's probably going to be maybe even boring to a certain extent. I don't know. I mean, if we all could just keep it here, but people can't do it. I mean, it's like Betty warning panel members, and she knows, well, no big deal, Betty. Anyone can find anyone, honestly. I mean, JLR found me 2 years ago, but he did, what he did to me is he created a fake Twitter account and he started putting stuff on there and kind of sending it to other people. And I ignored it because when you pay attention to an account that's got 0 followers, you're just spreading it. So I ignored him, and so did everybody else until the big detectives got on the case. And I don't know what the hell happened, but whatever. There will always be the creeps, no matter what laws. I know. But it's just gotten to where people going to people's houses. And I love when certain creators will say, they did this to me and they did that to me and they put my son up, and that you are doing the same thing. But you don't mention that you're doing the same thing. I have 0 social media. That's really the only way you can be tracked in the UK. Not here, my friend. I mean, you can't do anything, really. And then, someone is trying to find you right now. Why? Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Spuddler, but, like, what do they accomplish, really? JLR can be very annoying, and he could do some damage if he wanted to, but I don't know of any time that he's ever done anything significant. But, who knows? I don't know. I know that in his first set of, his first felony was for harassment and threatening a girl with R. So that was when he was 19 or 20, 19. So who knows? Yeah, YouTube is, I don't know if it's vicious, but there's no way they can control it, And I heard someone talking about free speech the other night, and everything should be free speech. Well, we do have free speech, but, like people always say, there's consequences. And opinions. I even have YouTube on private. Oh, really? You can do that? I guess. 17 years and never had it private. Yeah, Forgotten Whispers. Yeah, for a long time, I didn't want my daughter to put me on hers. And I don't know if she does now or not, but she's plenty old enough and plenty able to handle herself. But because I had crazy people after me that were actually worse than jail, as much shit that JLR is, but emails, again, part Betty, part him. But these people were freaking nuts. Like stupid and more dangerous. Betty hates when people bring up her past. Well, she does it. You know, she used to, like her and JLR going after every aspect of Candace Bly's past history, and JLR with his boxes of FOIA requests. That's disgusting to me. And how does he pay for them all? But they, you know, how does he pay for all that? Because that's expensive. And one day he pointed with his hand, and there were just boxes stacked up. I think that the novelty of that will wear off though with him, because I think he likes to be out and about. And yeah, well, this Quentin Simon case is going to backfire. I don't know. Have they set a date for a trial yet? Because they did way too much in that case. JLR? He doesn't come from money. His family is very average. He does not come from money. JLR has made up a bunch of shit, though. Aunt Mary. Oh, yeah. Mary might have some money. And he certainly isn't going to get anything from me. Sitting behind the bush. Can you tell? Betty likes pointing fingers. And she cannot get into trouble. Why? So he's not a millionaire. He doesn't come from money. In fact, his mother, he didn't win a lawsuit against his mother. In fact, they got probation for covering for him when he stole all the money that he stole, because he was keeping it in their house. The runner getting paid to bring a box. I don't know what that means. Forgotten Whispers, what does that mean? Getting paid to bring a box. God, I feel dumb. Yeah, so, and this is all in court papers. Again, you have to dig and not think somebody's screwing somebody just because they know how to research. It will catch up to him. Well, because of the babysitter, they ruined that. When they impeach her, they're going to have to say why. And Molly will probably be subpoenaed for another court case for giving her money. And she'll be impeached. Drug running, is that what that means? Yeah. I think he's a snitch. I just do. I think he snitched up the Proud Boys. These people around him now should be very careful. You know, if they're planning on any kind of because it's weird. He just comes out smelling like a rose. I mean, even out of prison. Who comes out of prison looking like him? Like the smooth skin. He was probably protected. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know that at all. But delivering the goods. I don't know all the drug talk. Somebody else was we were talking about songs that were about drugs today. I've gotten unsubbed a couple of times for going into a couple of chats of people don't like. Spanky, exactly, Spanky. Hiya, Nikki. So what are we going to do when, like, now every creator's chat you go into, someone doesn't like that creator, that you're also a member of their chat or whatever, because that's what's happened with me. Is there is not one creator that I can visit that some other creator that I visit doesn't hate, except Forgotten Whispers. Nobody hates her. But what do y'all think about that? Like, how do they unsub you? They just unsub me. BHV's last slide was interesting. She sounds like she's leaving Trump. Oh my goodness. Well, good. Corinne. Hey, Sugar Mama. But I just found that odd today that the person that unsubbed me, I've never done anything at all to, and never had a problem with, was one of the few that didn't abandon me when everything got nuts. And it was because I went in someone's chat. That, I'm not going to say I'm going to say that's what I think is why. But it's just, I get questioned and it's going to get hard, and it's just hurting everybody else. I don't judge anyone for watching. No. Are you a creator? I'm talking about creators and panel people, because the people on panels can be very influential. And I'm not downing anybody. You can unsub for me if you want. I'm just saying for subs, it just seems like it would get hard after a while to know where to go. I think what we should do, and I'm a sub, just like everybody else, is just say, fuck you. If you don't, I'm not going to support a rapist, a pedophile. I'm not going to support racist or, what do you call the ageist, or people that make fun of people that are handicapped. I mean, if you say the R word and it's not to a person, I'm probably not going to just lose my mind over it. But I've heard a lot of people say that word. A lot of people are very ageist. It just depends. I mean, I've got, I do have my boundaries. Unsub. No, I was told that they unsubbed. They told me. Watch under fake names. I just don't like being questioned. I have my reasons for, and the biggest reason I think subs go into chats is other subs. Has nothing to do with, it does have something to do with the creator, but yeah, it's a high school clique mentality. And there's guess who. Are you going to make a problem? I'm going to keep my eye on you. Not you, Stargazer. But I think we go to visit, Anyway, y'all, I'm really tired. I was tired to begin with. I don't know where we're going to go, and that would be Forgotten Whispers' fault. So, hey, Julie. Oh, honey, I'm just leaving. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to unsub from my channel. I know, sweetie. You stuck with me. Yeah. So anyway, sub up. All right. Good night, y'all. I'm going to play the song. Thank you, Julie. I'll see Trisha. Okay, I can't find this thing. Here we go. I can't find it. We'll do this. Okay, yeah. I don't know why those are still on here at the end. That's when I was mad. Okay. Woodstock, you're going to have to go in the comments, sweetheart. Good night, everybody.